Hello, Radiant Spirits. Welcome to your reading for the week of February 17th, 2025. We are using the deck Money Moves Oracle deck, career and money reading. And this is by the manufacturer Sishui. I purchased this deck at a beautiful store in Temecula called Enchanted Earth Trading Post. If you're in the area, I highly recommend checking it out. Sunny, the owner, is beautiful and just created a beautiful shop. So check that out. Already today we have a synchronicity for me. As soon as I opened this deck and I saw this image, I just saw last night Chris Leviton's 2014 image of Capella, which is the brightest star in the Aruga constellation. I'm mispronouncing all of these words. I apologize. Anyway, as he took the picture of the star, apparently there was an ice crystal just as the lens clicked. So it captured almost identical a six-pointed star, the Star of David, and it was just magical. So opening this deck and seeing this was just kind of very, very cool, very interesting that it should be pretty much the same theme. Not sure when this was created, if it was inspired by that photo, something to look into. Anyway, of course, I was drawn to this because of the UFO and the star scene. I'm very much attracted to the stars. So here we go for our reading for the week. This is a little bit late. I'm doing this on Monday. So here we go. Monday. Duality. Do not forget about the dual nature of people. Don't lose your vigilance. All right. So I feel like what this is trying to let you know is that everybody kind of has, well, it's showing two females here. I feel more that there is a female and a masculine side to people. And just because somebody is really harsh doesn't mean that they are also vulnerable inside. And likewise, if someone is seemingly a pushover, know that they have that strength within them. And it's a reminder to you too. We are all yin and yang. We are all the culmination of our parents. We have a male spermazode and we have a female egg, and they unite. So we have both of those within us, each of us, as much as, people might want to say that we're one or the other. A lot of us have that duality, okay? And it's okay to be soft at times, and it's okay to be hard at times. And you need to know when it is appropriate to show a specific side of yourself, okay? So Monday is going to be one of those days. Is this the pull up your pants and let's, go about our day in more of a masculine energy? Or are we going to be needing our softer touch of our femininity? Okay. So just know we all have both, and we all have to think about who it is that we need to be in a given moment and what side of us we need to bring out. Okay. All right. Tuesday. Money matters. Expense save, cut cost, resource plan ahead, make an informed choice, invest your money wisely. Okay. So my brain's going a mile a minute with this one. And for me, Tuesday, invest your money wisely, making sure that whatever purchase that you're making is within your budget. This came up earlier in a different reading yesterday, but just making sure that what you're spending is within your budget, within your guidelines, and that's how you make your money work for you and work in the best way possible is, yeah, be a little bit frugal, be conscientious of the purchase you make. And if you are somebody who has not looked into like consumer reports when you're buying major appliances, things like that, do look into it, and it will help you make a wise investment, right? You're going to make a large purchase. You want to make sure that it is going to work for you in the long run. It's not going to break down. It's not going to be a lemon type of situation. So do your research. Make a budget for yourself. I'm going to stick to this budget. Sure, if it's like $10 over, maybe you have a little bit of leeway there. But if it's $100 over, maybe not. So make sure that you have that constraint. I'm going to spend X number of dollars on this and stick to it. Okay. So also, investments, if you're looking to actually invest, again, I would say do your research and make sure that you're making an informed choice, that you are deciding to invest your money in something specific because you've done the research, not because Joe Schmo said, hey, check this out, invest in this, okay? Like my mom fell for that a long time ago with my dad. Somebody got them to invest in cattle and they all died. Okay, so they lost all of their money on this cattle farm. It was an uninformed choice. They didn't know who was running the ranch, all of that stuff. So make sure you know what you're investing in. Okay, Wednesday. Well, hello. Wednesday wanted to come out right away. Fertility. It's time to think about family, life, and children. Don't sacrifice family for career. All right. So, for those of you who are thinking about having children and want to have a family, make sure that that's what you're choosing. Or make sure that you're choosing a career that allows you the ability to be with family. So, a job that also works from home, a job that allows you time off to tend to your children and appointments and needs like that. These are careers that you want to get into, something that is going to be hospitable and work with you when it comes to children and creating a family. Okay. Some businesses unfortunately don't like it when women have children, and therefore they usually hire men. Um, but you have to, find some place that is going to work for you. And gentlemen, you may find you want a place that is going to allow you the time off to be with your child after it's born as well. Look into the family medical leave. What positions, what states allow for that. I don't know if it's federal or if it's just state here. Anyway, do your research about that. I feel like I'm telling you to do a lot of research, but just make sure that whenever you're moving forward with a big decision that you do make an informed choice and you get the information that you need to move forward. Okay. So that's for those of you who are thinking about it. Those of you who already have children, you may need to make that decision with your career. Is it working out for you? Is it giving you the things and the space that you need to tend to your family? And if not, it may be time to make a decision. So Wednesday is a time to reflect on that for you. Now, those of you who don't want to have children, maybe this is all about just your family. Maybe you have a partner, and is it best for them for you to be working away a lot of hours, or a really long commute that is cutting off your quality time with your spouse or your partner or your loved one, you know and if it's just you know maybe it's just thinking about, is this career right for me? And so really, Wednesday is a time for us all to reflect on our careers, our jobs. What are we doing? Where are we going? Is this what we want? Is this nurturing our family, myself, my family, my children, my future vision for that? Really reflect on Wednesday and see if it's in alignment with you. All right, Thursday. Thank you. Whew. exhausted. Feel financially drained, lacking viable options. It's time to recharge and regroup on Thursday. Okay. So some of you may be getting paid this day. Some of you may not be getting paid until Friday, which is a tendency for most places. And with that, Thursday's kind of the leanest day of the week. So it's kind of time to recharge and regroup about money. Hopefully, you are looking back on Tuesday, what it is that you were looking to invest in. How are you going to budget? How are you going to make your money last a little bit longer so that you're not feeling drained and not feeling exhausted moving forward? Now, for the specific day, in order to recharge and regroup, it's a great day to meditate. It's a great day to take a bath. It's a great day to go out in nature. Something that recharges you. What is that for you individually? Do you like to write? Do you like to run? Do you like to, cuddle with a good book? What is it that you like to do? What makes you happy and joyful and recharges your batteries? That's something that you should be doing on Thursday, especially if you're feeling exhausted and worn out. And then, of course, there's the financial part of it where you need to really think hard and fast about what it is that you want to do with your money and how far it's going to get you, and really start planning that out and taking it serious if you haven't already. Thank you. All right, going to Friday. Loyalty. True friendship and loyalty are among the most important values. Be loyal to friends. All right, on Friday, friend may need you. It is time for you to be there for them. Okay, so be on the lookout for any calls of help, any shoulders you need to lend for someone to cry on. You just need to be the ear to listen to what is going on, and just be there for a friend. It is time for somebody to call upon you, and for you, therefore, to be the loyal person. Okay, so you may have leaned on others in the past. We all do. And now it's time for you to give it your all. So it's best that you recharge on Thursday, because you cannot be exhausted on Friday, because you're going to be needed for a friend or family member, somebody that really needs your assistance. They just need you to be there for them. So please make sure that you recharge yourself on Thursday. All right, going into Saturday. Thank you. Bright ideas. Have an innovative new inspiration. Test new ideas and break out fast. Take action on your ideas. Ooh, I love that. So, and it may come from having to talk with a friend on Friday, that Saturday things are percolating and new ideas are coming out. You've been thinking about money, you've been thinking about family, you've been thinking about career, you've been thinking about your friend, you've been thinking about how everybody is a little bit of everything, and some new idea may come to you on Saturday. Very interesting. I'm very excited to see and hear what comes out from the collective on Saturday. So it's also something to look into the news and see what they have to say if somebody's coming out with a new product, a new theory, a new piece of art project. So pay attention to that as well, to see what new ideas are coming out of the collective. And then also honor your own new ideas. Make sure that you're writing them down. Just because something's new and exciting doesn't necessarily mean that you go and tell this friend that you've just been talking to, or even somebody else. A lot of times we want to kind of hold those things close to us at first before they're fully percolated. Okay, you've gotta like think about it as being like a baby in the womb. You don't take the baby out of the womb just to be like, hey, look at everybody, I'm pregnant, I've got this beautiful baby, right? You do that once the baby is fully formed and then born. Okay. So with that is kind of like ideas. You want to keep them close to you and not necessarily share everything with everyone. Okay. There is something about needing to really percolate, really like help bring that idea to fruition before you start telling everybody about it. And I don't understand a lot of why that is, other than um, mind and intention really does play a part in reality. And I feel that other people's views on things can tend to skew the outcome because it's a collective, right? Everybody has their own ideas and their own minds and their own thoughts, right? But we're all one. So the more people that are, thinking this, then it can kind of skew what it is that you want to do. Anyway, that's my own personal thoughts on that, as to why that could be, why we don't share things initially. And of course, if you feel called to do so, maybe you need a partner in your business, maybe you need an investor in your business. Of course, you're going to divulge that information to them. But really, the idea of a pregnant belly and keeping that baby safe before it is exposed to the elements and others really was an image that came to mind when it comes to your ideas. So just think about that. Keep things a little bit close to begin with, unless you absolutely need to share with somebody for partnership or investing. In that respect, with a bright idea, business idea that you have on Saturday. All right, thank you. Sunday. There it is. Love affair. Beware, love affairs at work rarely end well, is what it should say. Don't lose your mind. Interesting. Well, this is on Sunday. So I'm not sure how this really applies with a work relationship unless you are seeing somebody from work outside of work on a Sunday, and just letting you know that it may not be a good idea to get entangled with them romantically because you are in the same workspace. It's like, don't poop where you eat, right? So just think about that if you have an excursion, an adventure, a date with somebody from work on Sunday. Just be sure that, maybe you've already thought about your career and your family, and you're like, okay, this is the person that I'm meant to be with, and we're going to have a family, and I'm going to depart from this company so that we can make it happen. And that very well could be your story. And then go forward with it. And all the beauty and love to both of you. But don't get caught up in the romance. This is romance month, right? We just coming off of Valentine's Day. Love is in the air, and you may be feeling particularly lonely, and you want to hook up with somebody or want to start a relationship with somebody that is in your workspace. And this is a little bit of a warning about it. Okay, just think again. I want you guys all this week to really be making informed choices. Is this person the person? If so, move forward accordingly. And if this is a for right now person, then maybe we don't do that with somebody at work, because that is where we get our money. All right. So going back to money matters and making informed choices. Okay. However, also, I feel like Sunday is a beautiful and lovely day for those of you in established relationships to have a beautiful and lovely day. Enjoy yourselves. If you didn't already have a date night last week, because of Valentine's Day in America is like so crazy, everything's expensive and hard to get a reservation, this is a week later. Give it a go. Have that date night on Sunday that you didn't have last week, and be sure that you're being there for that person. And then for those of you who are looking for love, maybe Sunday's your day. I don't know what you're doing, but get out of the house because they rarely come to your front door. Though they do, I can attest to this. My mother did end up marrying. Her second husband was a plumber that came to her house. So they do sometimes show up on your doorstep, but don't count on it. Get yourself out there, put yourself out there. If you want love to come to you, show the universe that you're ready to receive. Well, what a beautiful and lovely reading for this week, Radiant Spirits. I hope it resonates with you. I hope you make informed choices this week. Love, light, blessings, and shine on, Radiant Spirits.